Let's get straight to it. The biggest threat to your Bitcoin isn't what you think. It's not some market crash or a new regulation. No, it's Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve. And right now, they're gearing up for their final stand. If you choose to ignore the one critical signal we're about to break down, you will, without a doubt, miss the single greatest wealth transfer of our generation. You'll be on the wrong side of history, left holding a currency that's literally designed to go to zero. You see, the story they're feeding you on the news is a complete lie. The Fed wants you to think there's some kind of inflation-fighting heroes. But the truth? They are locked in a desperate, behind-the-scenes war to stop the US dollar from completely collapsing. But by the end of this short briefing, you're going to know the exact signal that proves the old system has finally failed. More importantly, you'll know exactly how to position yourself for what's about to happen. Okay. So, Section 1, the Fed's secret war. At the very center of this whole mess is Jerome Powell. And what you have to understand is that the Fed's public mission is nothing more than a smokescreen for what they're really doing. Look, on one hand, they get on TV and they tell you they're hiking rates to fight inflation, to help you out. But their real mission, the one that's happening in secret, is a frantic, desperate battle just to keep the dollar alive. They are backed into a corner and they're running out of moves. So here's their game plan. It's actually pretty simple. By keeping interest rates high, they make holding cash look smart, right? They're hoping you'll just sit there, holding on to your dollars, while the only true escape hatch, Bitcoin, gets ready for its next explosive move. Now for Section 2, the dollar's death spiral. Let's dig into the real reason the Fed is panicking so badly. This isn't about some temporary spike in prices. This is about a systemic failure that's been built into the fiat system from the very beginning. This right here, this is the massive anchor dragging the entire U.S. economy to the bottom of the ocean. We're talking about over $35 trillion in debt. It's a number so huge you can't even comprehend it, and there's no way to pay it back except by printing more money. It's a guarantee that your dollars will be worth less tomorrow. The system is fundamentally broken. And because of this mountain of debt, the dollar is already dying. It's a slow, painful death, for sure, but it is absolutely inevitable. Every single day that goes by, the money in your bank account buys you less and less. All right, this brings us to the most critical part of this entire briefing, Section 3, the surrender signal. This is the one event that will be the definitive proof that the Fed has lost its secret war. This is the signal of their complete surrender. From now on, when you hear the words Fed rate cut, I want you to hear something else. It's not a policy tool anymore. It's a white flag. It's a public admission that they've failed. It is definitive proof that the fiat game has run out of road. It's over. And this act of surrender, that's the starting gun. The smartest analysts out there are all pointing to the next rate cut, which could happen as soon as this December, as the exact moment that trillions of dollars sitting on the sidelines come flooding back into the market, looking for scarce, hard assets. So where does all that money go? It's simple. This surrender signal is directly tied to a 2026 Bitcoin price target of over $100,000. When the old system finally admits it's beaten, the new system takes over. It really is that simple. Okay, Section 4, your only escape hatch. So knowing everything we've just covered, the question becomes incredibly personal. What do you do? How do you protect yourself from what's coming? I mean, think about it. When the entire financial system is rigged to fail and the currency itself is programmed to lose its value over time, how in the world do you actually preserve your wealth and secure your family's future? It really just boils down to two very simple steps. First, you have to open your eyes and accept the reality that this system is failing. And second, you have to own the one asset that is mathematically designed to get stronger as the old system gets weaker. Let's be crystal clear. Bitcoin is not just some speculative bet. It is your personal, inflation-proof escape hatch from the inevitable collapse of a broken financial system. This is the kind of critical intelligence we deliver every single day here at Crypto Global News. To make sure you stay ahead of these world-changing events, your next action is the most important one you'll take today. If you got any value from this briefing, I need you to do 4 things for me right now. First, like this explainer. Second, share it with everyone you know who needs to hear this warning. Third, subscribe to this channel now. And finally, and this is the most important, hit that bell icon so you get our intel the second it goes live. And let's be real, YouTube does not always like this kind of information. They sometimes suppress it or even ban it outright. For uncensored updates sent straight to you, you need to join our private Telegram. Scan the QR code on the screen or just use the link in the description. Stay informed, stay ahead. In our very next briefing, we are going to expose the 3 specific altcoins that are set to outperform Bitcoin when this surrender signal finally hits. You do not want to miss it. Click the video on your screen right now.
Stay ahead in the crypto market. Subscribe now for the latest global news and updates.